My name is Seruhungo Ndagijimana. I'm working on the project located in the world called Contribute to Society. The project is called Government Aid. I am a student in Seruhungo, New Hampshire, in the Bachelor of Arts program with College for America at Seruhungo, and I'm conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and use the information in a street interview video I am working on for a goal called Government and Youth Project. The interview will be used to collect the street interview and submit it to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. Okay? This interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system, to which only the evaluation in College for America staff will have access. Do you have any question? Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
Yes. Yeah. Hi, Frederico Kemba. Give me my informed consent to participate in this interview to be recorded and used as part of the student academy work.
Okay, here there are 4 questions that I'm going to ask you. The first question: what are the 3 branches of government? Don't know. What does each branch do? Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third party? Don't know. So what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law?
Done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
My name is Seruhungo Ndagijimana. I'm working on a project located in the world called Contribute to Society. The project is called the Government Aid. I am a student in the Bachelor of Arts program with College for America at Seruhungo, and I'm conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and use the information in the street interview video I'm working on for a goal called the Government and Youth Project. The interview will be used to create a street interview video and submit it to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. This interview information will be stored in College for America online evaluation system, which only the evaluation and College for America staff will have access. Do you have any question? Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
I, Oscar Abineza, give my informed consent to participate in this interview. We recorded and used as part of the student academy.
Okay, here are 4 questions that I'm going to ask you. If you have any view about it, you can respond yes and then provide some clarification. What are the 3 branches of government? What does each branch do? Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third party? No, no. What is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law? Hello, my name is Seruhungo Ndagijimana. I'm a student at Seruhungo, New Hampshire University. So I was supposed to conduct an interview with 2 or 3 people talking about the 3 branches of the government. So the first person I interviewed was Frederick Okemba. The second person was Habineza Nyonzima. Unfortunately, both people were not able to give me the response of the questions that I asked them, because they told me that they do not have much information about my question. So the first question was asking them to tell me the 3 branches of the government. From their response, they told me that they do not have much information about the branches of the government. But from my own research, I found that the government has 3 branches. The first branch, it is judiciary. The second branch, it is legislative. The third branch, it is the executive branch. So about the second question, I was supposed to talk more about the duties of each branch. So I found that the legislative branch draft and propose the laws. Also, it confirms or rejects presidential nomination for heads of federal agencies, federal judges, and the Supreme, as well as the Supreme Court. So this branch includes Congress, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. The second branch, it is the executive branch. It is charged of carrying out the laws. It is made of president, vice president, as well as the cabinet. Their key roles: the president leads the country. He is the head of the state. So the third, I found that it is the executive. The executive branch is charged of carrying out of the law. We have seen that the judicial branch now is charged of interpreting the law. It is made of the Supreme Court and other federal courts. Its task is to see if people are implementing the laws and are executing the laws. Moving forward, I've seen that also about the third question. From the interview, the two people were not able to tell me about the third question. The third question was asking, Democrats and Republicans are the major parties, but they were not able to name the third party. Both told me that they do not know about the third party. From my own research, I found that in the United States, apart from the Democrat and Republican, there is other minor parties, the minor parties, the third party. But from the interview, they were not able to talk about that third party. So there has usually only been two main parties, political parties, since 186. These two main parties have been the Republican Party and Democratic Party. So, but there is also an impact of the third party or the minor party. So the third party candidate sometimes exact and influenced by focusing the election on particular issues and taking vote away from major candidate. So there was an example where the third parties sometimes launched large campaigns and have won public offices, but have not, since the third party don't have legitimate chance of winning national election in the United States. So also I'm going to talk about the basic process by which a bill becomes a law. So there are different stages, like 8 to 9 stages where a bill becomes a law. So after both the House and the Senate approved a bill in identical form, the bill is sent to the President. If the President approves of the legislation, it is signed and becomes law. If the President takes no action for 10 days while Congress is in session, the bill automatically becomes also the law. So someone may ask himself about who draft a bill. So they who draft the bill, so I found out they are the member of the Congress who are responsible of drafting the law, the bill. Legislation also can be written by anyone, but only a member of Congress can introduce a bill for consideration. So the actual text of proposed bills frequently is drafted by legislative aides working either for members or Congress for congressional committee. So the different steps. The first step, the bill is drafted. Okay? The different process where the bill becomes a law. The second stage, the bill is introduced. The third, the bill goes to the committee. The fourth, subcommittee review the bill. The fifth step, committee markup of the bill. The sixth, they start by voting by the full chamber of the bill now. On the seventh stage, the referral of the bill to the other chamber. The eighth step, the bill goes to the President. 9, sometimes it can override a veto. So if the president vetoes a bill, Congress may attempt to override also the veto. If both Senate and the House pass the bill by two-thirds majority, the president's veto is overruled and the bill becomes a law. So the committee is led by the Speaker of the House while approving the bills. The Speaker of the House may set time limits on committees. So from the research conducted by the Pew Research Center, so it was seen that the presidential and vice presidential debate have long played a significant role in the way of Americans choose their leaders through the debate. So the presidential campaign, it helps the candidate to talk more about their ambition, their goals, what they will be doing during their mandate. Also, I've seen the role of sponsors. The sponsors help the candidate to conduct effective campaigns. So it's very, very tremendous. So I've seen also that it matters for everyone to vote, because one vote can help few votes can help the president to be nominated or to pass the election, as well as it can affect him or her to not pass the election. Let's consider the example in 2000. Al Gore narrowly lost the Electoral College vote to George Walker Bush. So the election came down to recount in Florida, where Bush had won the popular vote by such a small margin that Florida, by 0.009 recount and Supreme Court cases. You see, this is a small amount of people. It doesn't even surpass more than 500 people. That means the voice of everyone matter while voting. Thank you very much.